Hey everyone, Third Eye Tarot here. I am such a baby YouTuber because all the other signs I posted with my phone long ways instead of sideways, so I'm sorry about that. But of course, just learning as I go and excited to be here with y'all and excited to, get to know new people and try something new. Okay, this reading is for Virgo, and already you have the High Priestess coming out. You're coming out very wise. You may be a little older. You have lived a long life, and if not, if you're young, you've lived long enough to know that we both need the dark elements and the light elements. We need both. We need both for wisdom. Wisdom is not doing the right thing, only good happens and good. No, wisdom is knowing that this universe is both. It's not one. And once we accept both, you become the High Priestess. You become very wise. That's beautiful. What other messages do you have for Virgo? What other messages do you have for Virgo? What messages do you have for Virgo? One wanted to come out right there. What messages do you have for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know right now? What messages do you have for Virgo? Death. Death came out in reverse. Whoa. So just like I said, and it's so crazy because these cards both have the same colors in them. If you look at the Death card, it has white and black, and you have your black and gray. You have your gray in the background. You have your gray right here. You have your white horse. You have your yellow elements. You have the sun in the distance, right? Because it always gets better. After night, there's always a brighter day ahead. And you can see these same colors and elements. That's beautiful. High Priestess, just like I said, you've lived long enough to know that good and bad are required, and death came out upside down for you. So this may talk about a literal death or a recent rebirth in your life. A recent rebirth in your life. You're done with kiddie ways. You're done with old nonsense, immaturity. You're done with that. You've already lived your life. You've lived long enough to know better, and that's what's coming out for you. Any other messages for Virgo? Aw, now is your time to be happy. Now is your time to focus on happiness within the home. And this is the card of ultimate happiness. A marriage, kids, settling down. That's what's coming for you. And just like I've noticed in this Death card, you see the sun way back in the background. That's where, again, light at the end of the tunnel. And this is your light at the end of the tunnel, your happiness. What other messages do you have for Spirit? What other messages? Strength in reverse and Page of Pentacles. You're tired at the fact that maybe there's something new that needs to happen, especially if you've already kind of been there, done that, is what I'm picking up for your energy. And so your strength is like kind of out the window because you're like, what? I got to start over. I'm not a page. I'm a High Priestess. I don't got to start from the bottom and work my way up anymore. I've already done that. Tell me more about this new beginning. Tell me more about this new beginning for Virgo. Page of Swords and walking away. So again, there's something here that you're walking away from. You're walking away from things that don't meet your requirements. I'm kind of getting a feeling like I'm literally walking away. I'm too good for this, is what I'm hearing. And so I wonder, like, what situation in your life do you think of or do you look at and you're literally like, I'm too good for this. I gotta go. I'm too grown. Can you clarify for Virgo? Clarify for Virgo. Can you clarify? What are they walking away from? What are they walking away from? What are they walking away from? What is Virgo walking away from? Oh. Okay. Something was revealed to you about work, and that came out earlier right here with the Page of Pentacles, to where you're like, what? Why do I have to start from the bottom? You're like, I know everything already. I don't need to work. And Spirit is telling you, have patience. Please have patience. You see her foot is in the water and one is on the land, because she's very grounded in her emotions, and she's working with not all of the elements, but she's working with her elements, and she's patient, temperance. This is what Spirit is asking you to embody with this new work situation that you may possibly feel like you are too senior for or you are too good for. Spirit is saying, please have patience. Please have patience. No one is too grown to learn something new. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Virgo? 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 Let go of your ego and pain. I'm hearing that it's painful, like it's literally physically painful to have to step off of your high horse to learn something new. Like it's hurtful to the ego. It does not feel good when you've lived your whole life, you've been through all this shit, and then you're working aside like 19-year-olds or something. That's the message I'm getting. And it's so funny because I've been in that situation at work to where I'm right next to, or, senior to someone that is older than me. And that can hurt people's feelings. That can be hurtful. That doesn't feel good to not be respected for everything that you've ever done. And I kept asking, what's the advice? What's the advice? And the Three of Swords came out upside down, and it's almost saying, don't get in your feelings about this. Do not feel hurt about this. New things are good. I literally opened up the reading and was like, oh my God, I'm starting this YouTube and I did the camera wrong for like all these videos. But guess what? I'm still gonna post them. I'm still gonna move forward. I'm not gonna delete them and get frustrated. I'm just gonna learn and keep going. And I'm excited to start something new. And it's so funny because out of all the videos, Virgos is the one that I recognized, let me turn my camera. And so it's just funny how synchronicities work out that way. And usually those energies tell me more about the story, and then the cards keep coming out. So that's the advice for you. Don't be opposed to starting something new, even if you feel like it's beneath you. And don't get in your feelings about it. What is the good that can come from this for Virgo? We'll close the reading with that. What good is Virgo gonna get from this situation? What is the good that Virgo's gonna get? To master your emotions. It came out upside down, but the good that you're gonna get from this is being able to have control over your emotions. Your King of Cups represents the emotional, balanced king. Like, he has mastered his emotions. He has mastered the waters, the waves. They overtake some people, you know, emotions overtake people to where they like cuss people out and quit their job. And I feel like if you go into this situation with temperance, you will master your emotions to where the next, you know, test that comes, the waves don't overtake you when you get in your feelings about something. You're able to be calm. We're going to close this reading with one last card for Virgo. One last card for Virgo. Closing card. I know we said that one was a closing card, but it's like I want to keep going. One closing card for Virgo. This time for real, Spirit, I'm sorry. Closing card for Virgo. Closing card for Virgo. Closing card for Virgo. And it's so funny because like Virgos are like perfectionists about certain things. So I can see and feel like how frustrating that is to tell the perfectionist or the expert, like, oh no, you know, you're gonna work under this 19-year-old person that can't even drink yet. Like, that is so frustrating. Oh, one came out. Again, emotional fulfillment to close it out. There's a lot of water here. There is so much water. Temperance. Master that material perfectionism that you innately have, Virgo, with your emotions. Do both. You can't be the perfectionist and the expert at one thing. You need both. And it's almost like Spirit is telling you, okay, now is your time to master your emotions, because the last card that came out for you was emotional fulfillment, Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. The good that's going to come from this is that you're mastering your emotions and you can stay calm in any situation, and it will be emotionally fulfilling for you. So don't let your pride get in the way of an opportunity that you can actually learn something new and grow.